Hello everyone and welcome. I am Marion Revel, manager within the BearingPoint Retail, Luxury and Consumer Goods team. We are on January the 21st for our 5th Debrief podcast on the NRF by BearingPoint. I have the pleasure to share the micro today with Laura Morrell, senior manager within the Retail Consumer Goods team, and Björn Algren, director within the Strategy and Operation team.
Hi.
Hi.
So Laura, can you please tell us which retail trends have been discussed on Tuesday at the NRF?
Thank you, Marion. Yes, happily. So e-commerce growth has been a key for direct-to-consumer brand acceleration that we've seen. But what will be interesting will be to see how sticky these behavioural changes are as we emerge from the pandemic. What proportion of the 40% consumers who shifted from physical retail to online stores will indeed continue to shop online? And for retailers, it's now crucial to try to understand future behaviours and focus on enhancing the customer experience and improving the last mile delivery. Supply chain flexibility and agility are essential to ensure that customers receive their products on time and with the right level of service. The acquisition of supporting technology and investment in logistics partnerships have become fundamental to the implementation of new services that respond to changing customer needs. For example, we're seeing the opportunity for shopping malls in supporting last mile delivery becoming pickup points for online orders across a number of retailers. Delivery is a key part of the customer experience, as we hear across a number of conference sessions, and goes beyond the physical delivery itself. According to Danone, the delivery doesn't stop when they deliver the product. From a sustainability perspective, they also look at reverse logistics and recognise that the delivery driver is not just a driver, but is the face of the brand and responsible for an important part of delivering the brand experience. It's key, therefore, to track delivery metrics and measure performance to be continually improving quality. Another key topic we've seen has been that of 5G. To make sure that home delivery and other services are successful, 5G will become a prerequisite. For example, investment in IoT utilities in the home are expected to lead to a significant rise in auto-replenishment of consumables. Drone deliveries and autonomous vehicles will improve last-mile fulfillment, lifting the pressure on our roads, and AI will contribute to smarter and greener logistics. But all of that requires strong connectivity. The fourth day of the conference also focused on the role of data to predict the unpredictable. According to PwC, 69% of CEOs are worried about the pace of change and are struggling to keep up, whilst only 20% of them said that they made significant progress with technology and data. A number of conferences have explored just this, the value of data. Analytics enhances planning capability and store inventory management, boosts on-shelf availability, and enables dynamic pricing and personalized customer journeys. In other words, data helps retail to drive the omnichannel experience, generate loyalty, and deliver higher quality human connections. So what do we want? What do we need to get the most out of data? Two kinds of technologies enable data collection. The first type are digital, like blockchain. The second type are so-called phygital technologies, like auto ID or cameras collecting data in real time by analysing products on the shelf and capturing customers' interactions. In order to manage a large amount of data, retailers have to invest in big data technologies to collect, store, extract, analyse and visualise data in real time, but also in data science and AI algorithms, enabling predictive capabilities like machine learning and deep learning. A key point about data is that the more you collect, the more it will improve your predictive algorithms. Beyond the technologies used, retailers must implement a strong data organisation and governance. We see this as critical to define data frameworks and processes that collect the way we collect, treat and use data to ensure quality, efficiency, relevance and security. And so how should we be sharing data within organisations? The most successful businesses are those who effectively spread data throughout the organisation and learn from others. This is what Starbucks refer to as data democratization. The second recommendation from Starbucks is to ensure data transparency. They advocate that success with data comes from understanding how to get the right data points to the right leaders at the right time and to the right team. Taking the topic of data one step further, retailers have the responsibility to provide consumers and employees with good data transparency and enough information so they can easily make the right purchase decisions. Bjorn, tell us about the conferences that you like the most.
Yes, thank you, Laura. Delighted to. So the conference I liked the most was How Sustainability is Changing the Retail Landscape, which was featured by sustainability managers for H&M and IKEA, two Swedish retailers. So consumers are assessing what is important for them, and protecting the people and the planet is definitely one of their priority. Indeed, the Generation Z is leading the demand for more transparency, with requests like how to understand where clothes are made, where the materials are coming from, what are the implications on the society of buying these clothes, what is the responsibility of the producers once the customer is done with the clothes. But following the COVID crisis, all generations now understand the ethical consumption urgency. And the great news is that COVID has accelerated sustainable transformation plans, hence putting CSR at the heart of the recovery strategies. Both companies showed how building a community with whom they co-create on green initiatives is critical. In fact, for both companies, it's key to be able to communicate with customers on sustainability outside the store in the current context. So like working with local communities to give back, rely on employees to spread the word, and on experts to learn from them, and also partnering with youth and other generations in order to understand their needs. And according to H&M, 70% of total carbon emissions of the fashion industry are made during the production process. So for sure, there is room for improvement in terms of manufacturing processes. And as large-scale companies, they proved that it is possible to face the overconsumption challenges by offering different services, like bringing transparency so that customers can assess impacts of new purchases, propose cross-functional items, offer services in order to extend products' end of life, co-create with consumers to contribute to circular economies, like second-hand market with the retailer's own product, but also promote sustainable actions instead of massive consumption for Black Friday. And the sustainability manager of H&M stated that a business is not here just to provide an item, but also to improve the society and the community in which it operates. And it all comes down to the concept of meaningful growth, stipulating that you have to be sustainable if you want to be able to continue to grow. So, Marion, what should we not miss out on the 21st?
Sure, Bjorn. So if you want to know more about customer management, the world after, and the data-driven retail, here are the key conferences you should check out today. Start at 5 p.m. GMT plus 1 with Retail's Rethink Moment, Reimagining Business as Unusual, with the president and CEO of Saks Fifth Avenue and lululemon president. They will share their company's journey in thinking differently to meet the immense challenges this year has brought to bear. Continue at 6 p.m. with Tech Innovation, what consumers want and where retailers should invest, that will reveal the tech investment that will be best aligned with customers' expectations in the coming years. To finish, we recommend at 7 p.m. how PVH is reshaping its omnichannel retail experience to win and retain customers. Forber, a fraud prevention platform, and PVH will explain how their partnership helped PVH to leverage the power of AI to adapt its go-to-market strategy, enhance customer experience while also approving more transactions and blocking the risk of fraud. Here is another great program for today. We wish you a good end of the day and see you tomorrow from 5 p.m. for our last NRF podcast. Thanks a lot to all of you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.